hated this week every year. It didn't matter how many years I held it together or how good I got at pretending. I was over it. The last few days of October always hit differently. The air felt heavier. My chest stayed tight. The nights got loud as hell in my head. And this year was no different. Standing in the kitchen, I sipped from my glass of wine and exhaled deeply. I was standing barefoot in a pair of boy shorts and an oversized tee with my mind racing. You would think having a huge house, cars, a closet full of designer clothes, shoes, and bags, and money to go wherever and do whatever would have been enough. Nothing ever was. Rome was upstairs in the shower. He was that nigga now. Head honcho. Grimwood didn't move unless he said so. The same nigga that used to be King's right hand and second in command now sat on the throne. And me? I was the woman who never expected to end up here. Not with him. But I did. It started after the funeral. I was numb, broken, and barely holding on. People kept showing up, dropping off food that I didn't eat and gifts I never opened. They kept saying shit that didn't matter. They kept telling me I was strong, that I'd be okay, and that King would want me to move on. But Rome never said none of that. He didn't say much at all, really. He was just there. He sat in the corner of the living room at the repast, black hoodie on, jaw tight. When everybody left and the house got quiet, I sat on the bed in one of King's t-shirts, hugging my knees, not saying a word. Rome sat beside me. He didn't touch me or speak. He just sat there. And then he came back the next day, and the one after that. And the one after that. We didn't plan to fuck. It wasn't some drawn-out flirtation. It was grief. It was anger. It was confusion. One minute, I was yelling at Rome for not being there that night. Next, he was pressing me up against the hallway wall, kissing me like he couldn't survive without doing so. And I let him because pain doesn't know how to say no. I cried the whole time we fucked, and he just held me after. Like we hadn't just done something that would change everything. The first few months, it was chaos. We were in hiding, not from the streets, but from the guilt. Rome would fuck me like he was trying to erase King's name off my skin. And I'd let him, hoping the moans would drown out the memories. But time kept moving. Rome took over everything King used to run. He took meetings with people King never trusted. He cleaned up, elevated, and slowly, without ever asking, started showing up as mine in public. At first, people looked confused. Then, they just stopped asking questions. I don't even remember when I officially became his girl. It wasn't love at first. It was comfort, familiarity. He was the only nigga who knew the version of me that died in the street that night. So now, 3 years later, this was us, together. But it's never fully felt right, at least not to me. And this week, with Halloween creeping in, shit felt off as it always did during this time of year.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.